I had a question. Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. It's been a long time.
Almost ready. Oh, all right, everybody. When Marconi gets back from the bathroom, ask him if he fell in. Okay? Hold on, we're pausing for hugs. Hugs are happening. Everybody having a good time so far? Awesome. Who has an Overwatch beta? Alpha. Get out. Congratulations. That's okay. Do you want to start with that? All right. We can wait a minute. That's all right. No worries. Everybody get a chance to get a drink yet? All right. We got 2 bars. It's gone? You got into Overwatch and you killed the booze. Get out. Go.
I'll be back.
You better be back with a case.
Can I do that?
Sure.
All right.
All right, we got. You guys ready? All right, we got Tauren Think Tank, Jules, and Mark Conan.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
How are you?
Did you fall in?
Do what?
Did you fall in?
No, I'm here.
Did you
Did you
fall
fall
in?
into the toilet when you went down the hallway?
No.
Okay.
If I was up my gnome, then maybe, but we're a little taller, so I don't think I could fit.
Well, thank you guys for coming out tonight. My name is Jules,
And I'm Mark Onan.
and we are Tauren Think Tank. And if you haven't heard of us before, that's okay, because we're a little bit different than some of the other WoW podcasts out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're about the interpersonal stuff that you deal with as players, as people, as in life.
Yeah.
It's like everywhere.
It's more about the people behind the keyboard and
Yeah.
the monitor, because every person walking around doing a daily or dancing on a mailbox, there's a person behind that keyboard, and sometimes they have problems and they want to kind of throw it out there. It's like a Dear Abby for WoW players.
It's true. It's true. So we take letters from our audience. They ask us bunches of different questions, ranging from my guild leader is a jerk to to why I'm having some problems with social anxiety and not sure. So what we're here to talk about tonight is the big question about BlizzCon and the most important thing, which is meeting your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody who is here tonight, how many of you have met someone for the first time that you've only talked to in guild chat? Look at this. Look at these guys. See,
Yeah.
look at that. So
Almost
how many
everyone in the
people
room.
are sitting next to someone who did that today? Look at that. Look at
Yes.
that. See? So how many of you felt like super anxious about this? To meet people? Don't be shy.
Yep. It's all right.
I know. Don't be shy. Because when I first met Mark Honan, we had talked on Twitter, we had talked on different parts in that, and he showed up in front of me, and I was like, oh my God, I'm meeting you for the first time.
I was just as anxious and nervous as well, because I walked in, turned, and I saw her sitting down. I started walking up towards her, and she just leapt up, yelled my name, and ran over, almost knocked me over with a hug. It was
I
very
kind of like to
surprising.
tackle hug a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but I get really excited to see these people because what we do as players is we connect to people in a different way, right?
Yep.
I mean, we connect to people in a way that most of the people that you work with and that your families, you go home and your families, you don't necessarily feel like they understand it. Why is that weird? Why you're going to see your online friends? What is that about? Where are you? What is this thing you're going to in Anaheim? Those kinds of questions. So why is this weird, Mark Honan?
Well, I think when you spend a lot of time with people in game, you learn a lot about them that you normally wouldn't from the day to day, because you're working hard together to attain a goal, to move somewhere, to kill the boss, to get the next tier of PvP gear. So you've got this one relationship, but then when you move it into the physical world by meeting them in person, it kind of cements it and changes it, and it's uncharted territory usually, because you know their voices if you do mumble, or you know how you know their names, at least from in game, but then you meet the real person behind it, and it can be scary, it can be challenging or different,
What do they think of me?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you're not as, for me a lot, I play a gnome mage, so a lot is like, wow, you're a lot taller than I thought you were. But, yeah, I'm not really 1.5 feet tall with really white spiky hair and throw fireballs around. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but
It's true. I know, darn it, right?
yeah,
he thinks so, Todd. He thinks so.
yeah.
But it's what I find really interesting, and sometimes it surprises even me, is when I meet people who I've talked to through the podcast or through the show or on Guild Chat, and then I meet them for the first time, and it's just like there's this moment of going, I don't know if you, like, what are you seeing when you see me? Mm-hmm. What is it that, a lot of times with us, because we're on the show, they say it is so weird to hear your voice and it's coming out of your mouth. Yep. And I see it coming out of your mouth. And it's this strange feeling of like, this is a little bit of a disconnect.
It is.
But wouldn't you say that the friendships that we build through all of this, from meeting people in person, also meeting each other for the first time, and just saying, hey, I know this person and I want to spend time with them, are as strong, and maybe even stronger than like the ones that you're just like, hey, I'm in a bar, how's it going? How you doing?
Yeah, I do think so. I'd agree with that, because you learn and get to know the person on a different level than you would have if you're just in person, because like I said, you're playing the game together, or you're working hard to achieve a goal. So you're cooperating, you're learning, and you learn about each other in a way that's for the most part non-judgmental. It's more of just, who are you in the game? It's not how tall are you, what color are your hair, where are you from, all these other things that are purely visual and kind of cloud a lot of things, ways that people make friends everywhere else. But we don't have that there.
Yeah.
Your race and your class, well, your faction sometimes matter, because Horde versus Alliance.
Oh my gosh, we've been getting yelled at all day for wearing Alliance gear. I'm like, what is that?
There's nothing wrong with Alliance.
Which one was us?
I don't know. Didn't like the Horde versus Alliance
I
thing.
guess not. We're
Goodness.
getting smite down from the Alliance gods, and I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Look, all right, I turned my bracelet to the Horde just to appease you guys.
Yeah.
So
And I have a Tauren on my shirt, so I'm both.
that's right.
But yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it. We are all one community, right?
Yes.
Even though we might hate our other faction, we're still one community.
Yeah.
Yes, we're still one community.
Yeah, and like I said, that's what makes it different when you get to know somebody through the online games, is you get to see them without all of that, without all of that can cloud it, and you meet them in person, and you've already pre-established all this other things. So when you meet somebody, like especially with BlizzCon, I see the person like, hi, I am, and he or she says their screen name, like the whole past comes back as like, oh yes, we did this together, we did this together. Awesome, come here, give me a hug, come here, shake my hand. It's awesome, there's nothing in the way. Like I said, it's surprising seeing them in person, but it's not a bad thing, because you're just connecting the person with the character and everything together. It's just really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if we run under the kind of preconceived notions of the people that surround us to say that meeting people online is bad and creepy.
Yeah,
and
it still has that stigma from the 90s, Don't meet any of those crazy internet people.
Are you guys crazy internet people? Please say yes. Please say yes, because you are.
Yes.
It is a powerful thing for us to meet each other for the first time, because I think these friendships are going to last for, we were standing in the lobby downstairs for the last couple of days watching people reunite with their friends. Obviously we've done the same, but I've watched people just kind of like this running to the hug. Hey man, it's so great to see you. I'm so excited. And I just sit there and I grin like a fiend. It's like this energy that I can't shake, and I never want it to go away. But you don't see that in so many other venues, and that's what makes BlizzCon so special for us too, because it's just like, oh my gosh, everybody, I just want to hug everybody.
Well, yeah, sitting in the Hilton lobby yesterday, you'd hear somebody scream, and you look up, and there's people just running from opposite ends of the lobby just to tackle each other. I don't know if they're meeting for the first time, or if it's their 5th BlizzCon together. But it's just so nice to see it. You know?
I've got there's someone in the back there. I don't know if he's still back there if he walked away, but one of our raid team members. I see you. You're poking your head out. Alanu, our one of our raid team members. We've raided with him for 6 years, and he was in. You were still in high school when you started raiding with us. Yes, you were. So at this point, now he is graduated high school. He's a full-time job. You know, all of the things that he's done, and we've been there with him for the entire time of it. We've raided with him. We've known his ups and downs when he's left a job, when he started a new job, and so we got messages in GroupMe, and I said, "Can you give us a picture because we don't even know what you look like." And that was the thing, is that it doesn't matter. For the longest time, because he didn't speak on our voice chat, we thought because he played a female character that he was a female. And so imagine our surprise when Alanu got a microphone. It was like, oh, I got it. But there's something very, very special about what we experience on this next couple of days, for the 4 days, 5 days that you're here. Drink in the moments. And remember them, because there's really nothing like it. And there's nothing as special as seeing your friends that you've connected with for that entire time.
Yep. Take the time. Take pictures.
For the Horde.
For the Horde and the Alliance. Yeah, drink it in.
Alliance, too.
Dude, you're already skating on thin ice, man. I mean, come on. No.
Does any of you, do you have like any cool stories of people like that you guys have met? You got a cool story? Tell us your story. How many years?
All right. My friend Jake and I, it's our first time here from Chicago.
Welcome.
Walk up to our hotel, see this nice guy, Sam, just sitting there smoking a cigarette. We walk up, say hi, and now we're here with 1, 2, 3. Now there's 5 of us.
And
now
you all met this
we
just
all
now.
just met today, and we haven't stopped hanging out with each other. So
That is fantastic. That is
There you
fantastic.
go.
Did you guys all plan to come alone?
us 2 came together.
Yeah.
We were kind of together 3 months. Yeah, and then 3.
That is amazing.
That is
And
very cool.
Just works out, you meet people outside smoking a cigarette, and we knew. I mean, on the plane flight, we met somebody. We're like in between me and my buddy Jimmy here.
yes.
It was like, hey man, you go to BlizzCon? You guys like, yeah. The whole flight talking about, why technology sucks. And, we got it going. And it was great. And we're here now, and you guys are great. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And,
you.
You know, we've all got stories like that because we all have at least something in common. Because for me, sometimes in new social situations, I'm a bit nervous. I'm
Me
kind of
too.
introverted, and then, especially if I'm by myself. But you got to remember, every single person here has something in common with you, whether they play StarCraft, Diablo, Hearthstone,
Alliance or Horde.
if they're lucky enough to get in the beta for Overwatch. So you've got something in common. I remember my first year here, on that Saturday night, I was walking around the Hilton lobby, and just 3 guys were like, hey, how's it going, man? I like your shirt. Something as simple as that. It's like, what do you play? That's the question you can always lead with. If you're nervous about somebody new that you've never met before, what do you play? And that's instantly, I was sitting in the line for the Blizzard store, found out the father and son behind me played Heroes and WoW, and we just went off for 30 minutes and made the line, waiting for the line, a lot easier. Because we all have something in common. That's why we're here. So
Absolutely.
it's awesome just to you can start a conversation with anybody.
I got a story over here, too.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm going to exercise the power of having a mic by
Yes.
default.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in the same guild for 16 years. We formed up
Wow.
prior to the game Shadowbane, if anybody remembers that game. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, coming out of Asheron's Call, went into Shadowbane. From that guild, we've had 3 marriages form within that guild.
Yep.
All 3 of them were open to all members of the guild, and we had people driving cross country to attend these weddings.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's incredible the power of this community. I mean, the
Yes.
community as a whole, just the gaming community is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the problem is I still haven't convinced my parents how this all works. In '97, I started playing Ultima Online. My mom referred to it as that stupid game. Apparently, she still thinks I play Ultima Online because anything I sit down to play, like if she calls me, what are you doing? She's like, you're playing that stupid game, aren't you? So. But
well,
thankfully
that
we have
stupid
Crowfall
game
coming.
has brought you 16 years
16 years with the same guild.
of amazement and friendship and bonds
yeah.
that you will never break.
Nope. I mean, we call each other on our birthdays, and
Yeah.
we know our kids' birthdays, our wives' birthdays,
Yes.
husbands' birthdays. You know, we send cards to each other.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
incredible. That's right.
I know.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that is the total truth. 16 years or a day, that friendship and feeling like you belong somewhere with people that you relate to is going to be the most important thing for all of us. And we hope that everyone has that experience while you're here. I know that there are a lot of folks who have social anxiety and discomfort and talking to people. And so we all know it, we all relate to it, and we all know that really weird feeling of coming up to someone and say, "Hi, how are you? Who are you?"
Yeah.
My name is Jules. What is your name?
And a lot of people will throw away like, "Oh, we're family." Well, no, we are. You know, I feel that way when I meet guildies or I meet people that I've met or listened to on see on Twitter or in the game, in the guild chat. Like, we are family. We have this big part of our lives that we're all in it together. And it, you know, whether we're separated by miles or minutes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
And
every time I see her, it's just like instantly I have to give her a hug, and it's like no time has passed.
No, well, we talk to each other, every day at least something, or for the podcast every week.
Yeah. But
And so sometimes things kind of drift away, but for the Warcraft movie, we've decided that we're going to do a meetup in my hometown of Madison, Wisconsin, and we've got people coming from all different parts of the Go Packers, yeah, baby.
there you go.
I'm sorry, but Cutler, we don't bring up his name. We don't bring up his name. You guys are getting along when you're from Chicago wearing a Packers hat? What is this?
He doesn't know what's good for him.
But we are creating this meetup, and people are telling us how far they're going to plan to come from it. And it still, to this day, makes me feel like I want to fall over and go, what is this life? Because there are people willing to travel to come to these meetups to be around people. We did a Renaissance Fair meetup in the Bristol Renaissance Fair near you guys. Yes. Yes. And we thought we would have, 5-10 people show up, and 40 people arrived to this meetup. It was amazing. So the connections that you make, keep talking to each other. Get on social media, share your text messages with each other, and let you know that you can always come talk to us about your stories, because we love them.
Yeah, we love to hear the stories of you guys meeting up, and like you said, with marriages and and now kids being born. There's like 8 or 9-year-olds running around that met in vanilla. So it's
Vanilla kids?
crazy. Yeah, vanilla kids.
Quick check. Do we have our next folks in the room? Do we know?
I see.
Do we see?
that.
Wait.
Yep. there
Yeah,
they
we're
are.
good.
Yep, they're here.
Okay. All right. That's the time we have. Thank you very much, Marconi and Jules. Give up a round of applause. Oh, we didn't say where they could find you. Obviously, Tauren Think Tank on all the podcasts.
TaurenThinkTank.com is our website.
Yes.
It has YouTube links to all of our videos and download on the MP3. We're on Stitcher and iTunes.
And
you
our
can-
website.
Yep, and you can find us at Tauren Think Tank on Twitter.
We're very present on Twitter. That's our big
Yes.
place. So.
How about Google Play?
Thank
Did
you
you guys
very
do the
much.
Google Play podcast thing
I
yet?
set it up the other day.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Thank you.